Hey, what's going on out there, everybody? This is Sammy Leg here representing TeamJVS. I know, I don't have the band with me. This is upsetting. I plan on trying to get us to rewatch 5 and give you guys a full, high-octane, 30 to 20-minute full discussion on episode 5 of The Penguin. Show has been amazing. So I'm going to give you guys my brief 10-minute stint on what I thought about the episode. I thought this show, first off, is just phenomenal. The actress playing the role of Sophia Falcone is crushing every scene that she's in. But the thing about it now that she's murdered her family, and at this point, she's by proxy been initiated to the boss because Teddy was kind of like, I'm a backer, I'm gonna do this. She could have killed him. And instead, she's like, where's the money? Like, how can I get what I need? She threw the police off. And at the end of the day, he basically like, look, I loved your mom. And I feel guilty about this. And she's like, you know what? Yeah, my mom's cool. I'm not going to kill you for now if you can give me what you owe me, right? So she brings everybody to the table. Everybody. And it's like, look, man. You have not been getting what you're owed. You are owed for your service. The funny thing is the principles behind what Oswald and Sophia learned, which is being better boss, is also making sure you're taking care of your people. They learned that because they were humble people in the sense of Oz was humble because he comes from humble beginnings. She was humble because she saw people and wanted to treat them better. Now, both of them are mixed, warped killers, right? But with her, it was kind of like, okay, look, this is what I'm going to give you, but there's no Falcone anymore. This is my name, and I'm taking my mother's maiden name. And basically, Teddy was like, no, what are you doing? She popped that man in the head and put the gangster money in front of the blood. And they all picked the money up, ready to eat. And so she's officially the new boss, right? The other side of the coin is trying to navigate what Oz is trying to do. Oz made a very power move. He kidnapped the Maroney son, went straight to Maroney in prison, let him know what was up, told the wife, like, here's the drop, this is how we're going to do it. I need to get what I need. You get what you need. Give me the drugs because you guys stole from me. And so thinking, okay, this is not going to go well. But at the very least, the least thing I thought was going to happen is going to collateral damage because the son's going to say something stupid or Penguin's going to be called Penguin and he just lashes out, right? It was worse than that. They first off kidnapped the man, tortured him, put him in a situation. And his mom, wanted to be there. But I was kind of like, why is he so wet? And I didn't think Oz would be that evil, bro. Like, he let Maroney's wife get close up to him and hug him while he knew they were trying to double cross them. Like, he was like, I'm going to burn you. Like, he burned them freaking alive. And I was just like, what has happened, bro? What has he done? What has he done? And it's like now, like he did all that to get the shrooms, and in causing the fire, it messed up the temperature conditions and it ruined all the shrooms except for 2 buckets. So ultimately, the background premise of this episode is Oswald failed. Like, he put all the things in line that it need to be. He had all the cards. He got a bad beat. And what made it so bad was after everything went down, he had to go to his mom, who he's been calling himself working towards a new life for her. Go to his mom and basically say to the mom, like, look, we got to leave. You got to leave your home. And she's not well, mentally or emotionally. The actress is freaking killing it. She is in her bag. She is upset with this man. Like, how dare you take me out of my home? Like, this is not you dealing with it. And they end up having to go because he basically had to entrust his mother with Victor because he got two major crime boss families out for him. And Victor decided, I'm going to take you back to my home, and found a little area. And one of the quotes the mom said, she's like, this is just like how my sons grew up. And you come to find out that they did grow up in somewhere like that. And they absolutely were roughing it. And they didn't have any support system. And it's kind of like for her, it just harbors back all those memories. And they're just stuck there because there's nothing to do. It got to the point that, Oswald kind of tried to comfort his mom in the bed. She shooed him off and was like, get out of my space. Like, how can I have a son that can't even take care of his own mother? And it was just like this dagger. And I think out of like losing the money, losing the shrooms, losing the respect, and the power play messing up, hearing that from his mother messed him up. But in the midst of Oswald, he's always processing, always scheming, always thinking. And because he's always thinking, he went in his head and thought about something. It was a little pin that he saw, and he ends up going and what did he do? He went with Victor and went down to the basement area of this condemned transport location. Long story short, he was like, this has got a lot of promise. Like, this is something that I can actually use. This is something that I think can actually work for all of us. And he puts Victor on, and he respects Victor for one, keeping his mother safe, but two, like, he has a right-hand man in Victor. He knows for a fact, not only Victor's dependable, but he also really needs Victor in so many different respects. Now, all the while this is going on, in the back fold, Oz set up the Maroney wife and son, of course, but he also paid somebody off, a guard, to send a message to Maroney, and they shanked him. So he got stabbed, but it was an opportunity for him to get out. So he made it out and got to a location, and this is where it got interesting. Sophia and Maroney got together, and you didn't know what was about to happen. And basically it was, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. We both got some skin in this game, and we got to take this guy out. We have to. And how it ends is just crazy. The thing I'll say about the episode is that it's just so well written. The dialogue and the conversations, even if there's not like a lot of action heavy things going on, the mind games, the lies, the deceit, it's all like leaving this very intimate, what's the word? It's really intimate, hectic environment that I feel invested in, because I'm invested in seeing the world that Gotham is going to become because of all these different actions. But even worse than that is how you see the humanity of Gotham in Victor, and how he is changing from the inside out because of the actions that has taken place since, what Riddler did. Now, in this episode, I was curious to see how, Sophia was gonna kind of manage everything, but the fact that her therapist kind of came back into the fray and was like, if you need me, I'm here. I want to be used, basically. It was just like, she was the boss. Like, the eyeliner, her mother's coat, like, she is the Dawn. And it's just this, again, if you've seen Gotham, this is what Jada Pinkett wanted from Fish Mooney. This is how she wanted it to go. And if it was rated R and it was in the same context, maybe Gotham could have went down this road. But right now, Penguin is killing the freaking game. Another A from me, A to A+. I'm loving the show, loving every actor involved in it, and loving how they're pacing it. It is a phenomenal series. But again, we'll go into more detail in our more deeper review with the rest of the guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you guys enjoy this. Peace, people.